tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on a flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters will cry me a river like boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Yeah.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Now it's Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. He's to the 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
And they're on 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To his throw, caught by Higgins. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pick. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Jackson now. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
No, we changed it.
Jackson on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got it inside the 10. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Ravens have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion this time. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah,
oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On third down, Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jackson will throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me,
that's caught inside the 20. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Now Mostert off the read option. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. So he escapes, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Well, he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 69 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He completes it to Becker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now he's forced out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up. Report. Hey, Ozzy, shut up. 13.
Here's Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Onward.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the
To throw again is Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. This complete left side to Aguilar. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Tua wants to throw it on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Mostert off the option. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Second down. Here's Mostert again.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Mostert off the read option. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens 24.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Outright caught by Chosen. Touchdown! Robbie Chosen. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right. Field to extend their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Ravens 16. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, their next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 28 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, prove it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
At the 16-yard line.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
All right, let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
It's a loss of a yard.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
At the 30-yard line.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, get set. 32 Stinger. 20 TX. Ready?
Here's Tua. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 12 more yards there and another first down. Looking to pass. Tua. That'll be caught by Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. He's got a man complete. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Jackson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Jackson to throw.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage there in the end zone, and it's been like that all game long. And now, down 2 scores, I imagine they'll try again, but it'll just be for posterity's sake.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got a, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Hey, vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk?
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors.
And we are underway from Arrowhead. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And how about that return? Inside the 20-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind, we're for a terrific game. A dream scenario to start off for one side of the ball, a nightmare for the other to get this game started.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Look at the big fella go.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 52 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards puts it on. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. Now Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. He's on his way. Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. The throw for Tony is intercepted. He's to the 15. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
And able to get this out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Screen play, McKinnon. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now here's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Mostert hit and he drops the ball. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tua touchdown.
Fix my cheek real quick. Baby, go. Yeah. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. As the wind get hectic, don't let me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and know you do a texting. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You would say what you want, but my step was on speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the streets. On my label, we good. I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me and Dylan, I got off the block. To the hate and put that on the watch. The ice on my neck is so shorty on hot. Get some rappers that want me to flap. I don't care about no dissing, cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring, just me at the top. It get boring, just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it's you gon' be in this. If you don't make it hot like new deal. AT, I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z, the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the gang and you play with your life. Put a bag in your head, it don't matter the price. Put on their neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today, I done stepped in the field, I got time to play. And my exes are the bare time to wait. Blocking, I said I need time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't make me slide up on you, no electric. Blocking, hit 'em like it's Tetris. You felt the way, you know you do it, text it, listen.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome, just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, tryna be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face way. Now it's like worth for 10K or cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights. Got straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the fuck you think a day is.
But hey, what about it?
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like,
Listen, the past relentless, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my raptors, you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights of going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What do you think? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it. Don't want to believe it. But no one will stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing. It shows them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes and flatter, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show me what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing. I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you want my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even laying cement when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks, and my mouth's watering like I stay teething.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start with the option.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. And I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
63.
Throwing is Hurts.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Hey, Silver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it down from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
They run with Mostert off the option. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Dolphins.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to pass. Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They begin with a run by Penny. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
At their own 45-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we got a chance to put points on the board.
Now Mostert off the read option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tua going to throw. Open man downfield is Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Eagles 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Kyle up, Yanni.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards.
That's good for Eagles. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Hurts on the option right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are once again back in front. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. No, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
And this will be caught by Brown. 17 yards and a first down for Phillip. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And no pitch there and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end, got him. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
That's swung out to Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Eagles. He's got room to roam down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Tua. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. But he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Penny, a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
The second down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little... Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by... And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those...
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Rodgers going to come out throwing.
And his first pass is incomplete.
One thing we often talk about is setting the tone in a game. How about this? They came after him on play one and put him on the turf and forced an incompletion.
Something for him to think about immediately right off the bat.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to back off either. I think that they had success on the first play. Typically, when a defense does that, they've announced to you that this is what they plan to do throughout the game.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Here's a diving catch right side. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what it
next drive and keep that connection going.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But
they're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. First carry for Raheem Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call. They were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Tua sets up to pass it. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. And that's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. 23 yards, the final tally. Cook up the gut. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And now an audible here into something else. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, come on, two.
Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, incomplete to Waddle. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 4. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Open man is Higgins. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Here's Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll get to the line here, but remember,
Remember, it's also third down. Now it's Rodgers. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 67 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And quickly, they get to the line.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And some room to take it and right down Broadway. Across midfield, he's on his way. Dalvin Cook, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 77 yards, and the Jets are going to take the lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, look and repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They run with Mostert off the option. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Now Mostert off the read option.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as his defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
To throw is Rodgers.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A pitch out to Mostert. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Once again, it's Mostert. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Two are going to throw. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Tyreek Hill! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Jerome Baker, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Over.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now Tagovailoa. That's swung out to Mostert.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a
a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7, but now...
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Miami. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Get home, boys. We got this. All right.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21 T.
Now Tua. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Burrow going to change things up. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, And it's second down.
Gotta go.
Burrow will throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by Higgins. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up the first down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Here we go.
And now they'll shift things around. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down at a yard.
11 MT. Stop.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10.